Hello everyone, welcome to our another video on Elite Expertise YouTube channel. So Elite Expertise YouTube channel brings a lot of information for the pharmacists, those who are planning to migrate to overseas, like to Australia, US, UK, Canada, and Ireland. Okay. In today's video, I'm going to present about what are the steps which are involved to become a pharmacist in Australia and how much does it cost to get the pharmacist license here in Australia. So at first, I'm going to present my slide. So yeah. As I mentioned, Elite Expertise is a platform which helps all the pharmacists, especially those who are in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, African countries, and all over the world. So those who are planning to move to Australia, Canada, US, UK, and Ireland, and to practice as a pharmacist up over there. So we provide the complete training for you to clear your licensing examinations. Okay. So my name is Arif Mohammed, and I'm one of the directors and I'm one of the lecturers at Elite Expertise. So please visit our website to get or to know further information, who we are, and to get all the details about the Elite Expertise. Okay. So today I'm going to explain about how to get your complete license in Australia. So Australia is one of the countries where most of the pharmacists, they plan to migrate and willing to work as a pharmacist up over there. So the reason is Australia, it is a Western country and it provides a high standards for pharmacist practice. So where you will be practicing, your practicing standards will be very high, and also you will be paid well. Okay, so these are the reasons why everyone, they want to migrate and plan to practice as a pharmacist in Australia. So basically, in order to get your license in Australia, so the first step which is involved is you need to clear your KAPS examination. Okay. So here are the details that I would like to explain. So in order to clear the KAPS examination, at first you need to get registered with the Australian Pharmacy Council. So Australian Pharmacy Council, so this is the website of the APC, that is the Australian Pharmacy Council. So you need to create your profile in your website, and then you need to upload all the documents which are required up over there. Okay, so here there are many steps which are involved, but before you go to those steps, at first you need to make sure that you are entering into the right direction or the right path. So for those who are planning to migrate to Australia and practice as a pharmacist or to clear the licensing examination, especially for countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, African countries, and rest of the world. So they need to come through a pathway known as the KAPS pathway, that is the KAPS exam pathway. Okay. So except those who are already in US, like pharmacists, those who are in US, or pharmacists, those who are in UK, or pharmacists in Ireland, okay, or pharmacists in New Zealand. Okay. So those pharmacists, they need to come with another pathway, but rest of the world, wherever you have graduated, so you need to come through a pathway known as the KAPS pathway. So KAPS stands for the Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Okay. So it is the first screening exam for all the overseas pharmacists to enter into the Australia and practice as a pharmacist. Okay. So at first you need to go through the KAPS exam portal. So there you will find all the information regarding how you need to apply for the skills assessment. Okay. So now I will go through all the steps which are involved. So the first step is to get your initial skills assessment done by APC. So APC stands for the Australian Pharmacy Council that I have mentioned here. So the first step is to get your initial skills assessment done by the APC. So initial skills assessment is nothing but your document evaluation. So you need to submit all your documents and need to pay the fees. Then they will assess all your documents and they will give you an initial approval to sit for the exam. Okay, so that all the steps that I will explain you in detail. So the first step is to get an initial skills assessment done. And then the second step is to clear your KAPS examination. And then the third step is to clear your intern written examination. Okay, so here the KAPS examination is a MCQ based examination. And this examination you can take anywhere, that is throughout the world. Okay, there are a lot of centers that are available. I will explain those things also in detail in the upcoming slide. And yeah, In the third step is you need to clear your intern written examination, which is also a MCQ based exam. And in the fourth step, which is the final step, you need to clear your intern oral exam. Okay. So these are the four main exams or the four main steps which are involved in order to get your final license to practice as a pharmacist in Australia. Okay, so now let's have a look in detail through each step. So the first step is the initial skills assessment. So in order to get the initial skills assessment done, you need to have at least 4 years of bachelor degree. So Bachelor of Pharmacy or PharmD is also acceptable. So you need to have at least minimum 4 years of the bachelor degree. Okay. Then here, what you need to do is in the APC portal, you need to submit all the documents. Okay. After you submit all the documents, so you need to pay a fees of 1,310 Australian dollars. Okay. So you need to pay 1,310 Australian dollars. And the moment when you pay the fees and you submit all your documents, which are listed up over there in the APC portal, then your your file will be assigned to a case officer, okay, and they will take at least 6 to 8 weeks time to give eligibility for you to sit for your KAPS exam. So here, the case officer, when once your file it goes to the case officer will go through all your documents, and in case if there is any discrepancies, okay, then the case officer will send an email to you. Then you need to rectify those things, and you need to send again another additional documents, whatever be the things that the case officer they ask. So until the case officer gets all the documents and the case officer are satisfied, then the case officer will send you an email saying that you are eligible to appear for the KAPS examination. Okay. Then after getting that eligibility, okay, so this is known as the initial skills assessment. Okay. So after getting that initial skills assessment, after getting the eligibility, now you are ready to sit for your KAPS examination. Okay. So KAPS examination, this is the second step. So you need to appear for the KAPS examination, and it is a MCQ based exam. And this exam consists of 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Okay. And this exam will be held 3 times yearly in the month of March, July, and November. Okay. And this exam will be conducted by the Pearson, and the fees for the KAPS examination is 2,230 Australian dollars. Okay. And regarding the exam pattern, how the exam pattern it will be, and a few sample MCQs, how it will be in the KAPS examination. So for everything that I will prepare a separate video. Okay. In that video, I will mention the complete pattern of the exam and what is the main syllabus which is covered. Okay. And what are the sample papers that are available in the official APC website. So those things I will discuss everything in detail in a separate video. Okay. So but now here, the fees for the KAPS examination is 2,230 Australian dollars. Okay. So after paying this fees, so you will be sitting for your KAPS examination. And as I mentioned before, the KAPS examination will be conducted by the Pearson VUE. Okay. So here are the different sites, like, or in different places or in different countries, you can sit for this KAPS examination. And this is the complete list of the countries and the major cities where the KAPS examination, like the Pearson is offering the KAPS examination. So you can always visit to the APC website, the official website of the Australian Pharmacy Council, and you can have a look through your city where you are planning to sit for the KAPS examination. Okay, so this is the complete list of the cities or the countries where you can appear for the KAPS examination. And this list is the one that I obtained today. So today's date is 26th of June 2023. But this list will keep on changing. So whenever you are planning to sit for your examination, so before you book your exam slot, you need to check whether your country or the city is available in the Pearson VUE. Okay, so here, after sitting your KAPS examination, after clearing successfully, you clear both the papers of KAPS examination, that is paper 1 and paper 2, you will get a letter, and that letter is known as the skills assessment letter. Okay, so what is skills assessment letter? So as I mentioned, after clearing the KAPS examination, APC, that is the Australian Pharmacy Council, will provide you a skills assessment letter. Okay. And what are the uses of this skills assessment letter? So this skills assessment letter is essential for you to migrate to Australia. So without this skills assessment letter, you cannot migrate to Australia. Okay. So that is the immigration department. They need this skills assessment letter. So without this skills assessment letter, you can't migrate to Australia as a pharmacist. Okay. So it means that you need to clear the KAPS examination in order to come to Australia as a pharmacist. Okay. So this skills assessment letter is essential for immigration. And also this skills assessment letter is required to get registered as an intern in AHPRA. Okay. So what is AHPRA and how to get registered as an intern pharmacist in AHPRA? That everything that I will explain you, or I will mention it in a separate video. Okay. So, but now the skills assessment letter has got two uses. One is for migration purpose, and the other one is to get enrolled as an intern with AHPRA. Okay. Then the next step is once you get enrolled as an intern in with AHPRA, so you will be doing an internship. Okay. Like it is roughly around 1 year of the internship. That is, you will be doing a supervised practice. So under the supervision of a registered pharmacist here in Australia. So you will be working under the supervision of a registered pharmacist. Okay. And that year is known as the intern year. And during the intern year, you need to clear 2 more exams. So the first exam is the Intern Written examination. Okay. So this is the Intern Written exam. So once again, this exam is a MCQ based exam. That is a multiple choice questions. Okay. And again, this exam will be conducted by the Australian Pharmacy Council, the same council which is conducting the first exam, that is the KAPS exam. Okay. So it is conducted by the Australian Pharmacy Council, and again the same exam council, that is Pearson, will conduct the Intern Written examination. Okay. And this exam will be held only in Australia. Okay. And nowadays they are giving the online proctoring option as well, like even due to the COVID problem, now even you can take this exam by sitting at your home. Okay. And as I mentioned, that it is a completely MCQ based exam. And the interesting thing is that this exam is an open book exam. It means that you can open the book, okay, and you can search for the answer and you can answer that question. Okay. Whereas the KAPS exam, which is the first exam, the screening exam, so that exam is not an open book exam, okay, where the books are not allowed. But in case of the Intern Written exam, you can open any book. Okay. You can carry any book with you. So you can open and you can search for the answer and you can give the answer for that question. But again, open book exams are not that so easy, okay, to find the answer. So here the key important thing is that you need to learn how to find the answer for each question. Okay. And at Elite Expertise, we also provide the complete training for the Intern Written examination as well. Okay. So we provide the training for the initial KAPS examination. So we'll provide the training for the Intern Written examination, and also we'll provide the complete training for oral examination, which is the last step to get your final step to get your license. And in order to appear for this Intern Written examination, the candidates must complete at least 75% of the supervised practice hours. Like 75% of your intern hours should be done in order to appear for this exam. And the fee for this examination will be 730 Australian dollars. Okay. So that's about the Intern Written examination. And once you finish this Intern Written examination, then the next and the final exam will be the oral exam, so which is known as the Intern Oral exam. And this Intern Oral exam will be conducted by the Pharmacy Board of Australia, not by the APC. So APC will conduct only KAPS exam and the Intern Written exam. But the final exam, that is the oral exam, will be conducted by the Pharmacy Board of Australia. Okay. And it is completely based on your practice, your practical skills. And this examination is completely based on the problem identification and solving skills. So identification and solving of the problems that are associated in a given prescription. Okay. And also it is based on the communication skills. So here in this exam, you are expected to communicate with the healthcare professionals, like with the doctors or other healthcare professionals, and you are expected to communicate with the patient. Okay, and they also assess everything regarding your communication skills. Okay. And the cost of this exam will be 415 Australian dollars. And this exam will be held 3 times yearly, like in the month of Feb, June, and October. And this is the last exam for you to get complete license, that is the fully registered pharmacist in Australia. Okay, but apart from all these exams, there are also few other things that you guys need to clear. Like, one is the intern training program. So all the interns in Australia, they are supposed to do an intern training program, and it is a mandatory program. Like, even those who are coming from overseas, okay, like clearing the KAPS, or even those who have studied here in Australia, in Australian universities. Okay, so even those who have graduated here in Australia, in Australian universities, even those candidates are also need to do the internship, that is 1 year of the supervised practice. Okay, and uh, even those candidates also need to do the intern training program. So it is mandatory for everyone. Everyone must do this intern training program. Okay, and once you finish this intern training program, then you will get a certificate of intern training program. And the fees for this intern training program, it varies between $1,800 to $3,000. Okay, so there are different professional bodies which are offering this intern training program, and the fees will be different. Like, whatever be the fee that it suits for you, so you can go with them. Okay, and like, for example, here, that is the Pharmaceutical Society of Australia, that is the PSA. It is one of the professional bodies which offers the intern training program. Okay, so you can do your intern training program either with the PSA, or you can do your intern training program with Pharmacy Guild of Australia, or in case if you are planning to do your internship in hospitals in Australia, then you can do your intern training program with SHPA. Okay. So you can do, and also there are other platforms which are also offered this intern training program. Like, there are many universities which are also offering this intern training program, like University of South Australia, University of Sydney, Monash University. So they are offering the intern training program. So you can have a look through their fees range, and whatever it suits you, so you can do intern training program with any of these professional bodies. Okay. So now, overall, finally, how much amount does it cost for you to get final registered pharmacist in Australia? Okay, so here is the breakdown of the fees that I have mentioned earlier. So the first step is to get the skills assessment done. And for the initial skills assessment, you need to pay $1,310 Australian dollars, okay, to Australian Pharmacy Council. And after paying that fees, you will get eligibility to sit for the KAPS examination. And the fees for KAPS examination is 2,230 Australian dollars. And after you clear the KAPS examination, so you will migrate to Australia and you will start doing your internship here. And remember that in Australia, internship is paid. Okay, so that is, you will get paid for your intern hours, like whatever with the internship year or the intern hours that you are working. So you will get the payment for that. Okay, and already I have mentioned that how much that you will get as an intern in another video. Please watch that video in case if you want to know that how much salary or how much amount that you will get while you are working as an intern in Australia. Yeah. So by the time when you are working here, you will be earning your money. Okay, and at that time, you need to pay the fee for your intern written examination. The intern written examination fee will be $730. Okay, and the intern oral examination fee will be 415 Australian dollars. Okay. And at the same time, as I mentioned that all the interns, they also need to do intern training program. And the fees for intern training program, it ranges from $1,800 to $3,000. So on average, let's consider it as $1,900. And either if you go with the Pharmaceutical Society of Australia or the Pharmacy Guild of Australia, so they will offer you installments you need not to pay all the amount at once, so you can pay the amount in installments each month. Okay, so you need not to worry about the fees like for the intern written exam or the oral exam or the intern training program. So while you are in overseas, because when you are in overseas, like in India, Pakistan, or in African countries, or wherever you are, so at first you need to worry only about the first two payments, like the fees for the skills assessment, that is $1,310, and the fee for the KAPS examination, $2,230. Okay. Because what happens here is, after clearing the KAPS examination, you will come to Australia and you will start working. So you will start working as an intern pharmacist. By the time you will be earning $26 per hour in your initial, that is in the first half. Okay. And in the second half, you will be earning $27 per hour. Okay. So by that time, it won't be much burden for you. Easily, you can pay your intern training program fees, which is $1,900, and also you can pay your intern written exam fees, which is $730, and the oral exam fee, which is $415. Okay, overall, finally, in order to become a registered pharmacist in Australia, so the total exam fees that you will spend will be roughly around 6,500 Australian dollars. So here, I didn't include the English language test, the fee for the English language test. Like in order to migrate to Australia and to get registered with the AHPRA, you need to clear your English language exam as well. Like you need to either go with the IELTS, or you need to go clear the TOEFL or PT, which is the Pearson test of English, or occupational English test. So Australia will accept all this English language test. Okay. So the basic requirement is 7 bands in IELTS. So you need to get 7 bands in each module, like in listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So in each module, you need to get 7 bands in IELTS. Or if you are taking the PTE, that is the Pearson test of English, so you need to get 65 points, 65 score in each component, like listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Or if you are going with the occupational English test, then you need to get grade B in each component, like listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Okay. So here, I didn't include that English language exam fees, because it depends on the candidate. Some of you can clear your English test in your first attempt, okay? Whereas few others, they need to keep on repeating the English test, like they need to sit for the second attempt, third attempt, or the fourth attempt in order to get the score of 7 bands in IELTS. Okay, so I didn't include that English exams fees here. And also, there will be an indemnity insurance, which is known as the professional indemnity insurance. So you need to pay for the professional indemnity insurance while you are practicing here in Australia. And you also need to pay the AHPRA registration fees. Okay, so these are the things that I haven't included here. Okay, but in a separate video, in another video, I will clearly explain you how much does it cost to get this professional indemnity insurance, and how much does it cost to maintain the AHPRA registration in Australia. Okay, and as I mentioned, that all the fees which is mentioned here is in Australian dollars. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. So this is the overall fee, that how much you need to pay in order to get a complete license in Australia. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video. And please don't forget to subscribe our channel. So on Elite Expertise YouTube channel, we will bring a lot of information for pharmacists, those who are planning to migrate to overseas. So every week we will launch a new video. We will come up with a new video. And at the same time, like, please don't forget to subscribe, as well as like and share among your friends. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video.